He's Stonebraker and he does stuff, yeah. Feel the hum of the wheels out there. Not perfect, but he dares to dream. Hit that subscribe, make that bell scream.
What's up, YouTube? Stonebraker does stuff. I'm on a beautiful new bike. If you watched one of my videos this weekend, the video about the cheaper, comparable bikes to other more high-end bikes, you would have seen one of the bikes listed I have personally bought. So I'm a little sick. I've been sick for like 15 years now, but yeah, I'm okay enough to get a ride out. This beautiful bike you're gonna see, I believe it's pronounced the Enffe, the Enffe. I'm not 100% for sure, but this is the Journey. Let me look at the name again. An Enffe Journey 20x4 fat tire e-bike with the absolute coolest paint job I have ever seen. I don't know if I've seen a prettier bike than this. The pictures made it look nice. The videos on YouTube, the couple videos on this bike I've seen made it look nice, but you can't really appreciate the quality of the gradient of how it goes from red to orange to orangish red and then to yellow at the top. So we'll kind of take a look at it up here a little bit as well, guys. But let me tell you a little bit about this bike. First off, it was under $800. It was, I believe, like $760, which in the 11 miles that I put on it seems definitely like a steal. We'll talk about it more in just a second here. So I had recently sold a couple of bikes that I had just gotten within the last few weeks, and I was looking for something I wanted another 20x4 bike to compete with the Ranger. When I saw this bike, the specs, the price, it reminded me a lot of my Hey Bike Ranger Pro 3.0. So let's go over some of the specs real quick. We'll get a quick ride in. So the color of this bike, the gradient red to orange to yellow, the official color of this bike is called Sunset. And that is part of the reason why I'm out here at about 9 o'clock at night. It may be like 10% of the reason, but it is a reason that I'm out here so late, because I wanted to get the review and the ride in during sunset. Probably should have came out here a little bit earlier, but such is life. So the date I'm going to be posting this, well, we'll just do today's date. I don't know why I need to make up the wrong days. So today is legit Thursday, August 6th, 2026. And yeah, as I said, if you've kind of watched the last few videos, you've probably seen me talk a little bit about this bike. But this was purchased 100% with me, no coupon, no discount, nothing at all. And I really think, again, I'm 11 miles into the ride, so I can't speak for 100 miles from now. But I think this is a fantastic bike for the price. So let's talk about some of the specs. So it is a 20x4 fat tire e-bike. Has some pretty basic tires. I believe they're the BFT tires with the white ring around the outside. I do like that. There we go. There you guys. You get a nice sunset right there to go with the sunset color of the bike. But it's got 20x4 fat tires, hydraulic disc brakes, Tektro hydraulic disc brakes. So again, keep in mind, this bike is under $800. That was including shipping and everything. The bike has 180 millimeter rotors. Let me get this turn here. We're getting pretty dark out, so hopefully you guys can get a nice view of the screen. It's got a nice LCD screen, a 750 watt motor that peaks, according to an Enffe. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But according to them, this bike peaks at 1,500 watts with a 750 watt motor, like I mentioned. We talked about the rotors, the hydraulic disc brakes. What I also was impressed about with this bike is it's got a 20 amp hour battery, 48 volt, 20 amp hour. And past these people here. Hi. So it battery wise is right there with the Ranger, 48 volt, 20 amp hour, exactly matching it. It's got the same battery, 750 watt, as the Ranger. It peaks, I believe the Ranger doesn't peak at 1,500, so it's got a higher peak. And also with the trigger shifter, it has a trigger shifter, I should say. It doesn't have the typical cheaper shifter style 7-speed Shimano that you see, the Mickey Mouse with the little ear on top. This one has the one I like. It is 7 gears, so you're not getting 8 gears or 9 gears. And there is quite a bit of ghost pedaling once you get past about 17 miles an hour. But it does have the trigger shifter, which is something I always look for. And according to, again, I got to keep looking at the side of the bike for the name, an Enffe, this bike can get up to 80 miles of range. So use your brain. You're not probably going to get 80 miles unless you're a shoelace and you're riding on a flat surface in the absolute ideal riding conditions. So realistically, you can probably expect to get, 35 to 40 miles, depending on your riding style, your weight, depending on if you let your baby mama ride it with you and what kind of wild lifestyle you guys have. It can hold 330 pounds. So as long as you and your baby mama are under 330 pounds, you're going to be good to go. And I've been doing this in 2. Let's put it in 3. Look how easy it goes up this hill here. I don't have an official grade on this hill, but I'm going to say it's steep as hell. It's slightly steep as hell. But I just put it in pedal assist 3. No issues going up that hill. And we did have more rain, so the trail and the town is still slightly wet. I've added my standard accessories, the Briskmore left mirror. I've got a mirror on the right. And one thing interesting about this bike that I have never seen on another bike, and I'll show you when I get right here. Actually, we'll just do it right here just because I forgot to do it during my little walkthrough you guys are seeing here. This does not have a twist throttle. It does not have a thumb throttle. It has, give you guys a look here. Yeah, did I mention it's got a really huge headlight with turn signals on the front, left, right, and also on the back. You guys will see that in a little bit later. But here's what I want to show you guys. This, if you see that right there, this is the throttle. I have never seen anything like that. Normally you have a thumb or you have a twist. This is set up right here, and then you just kind of grab that and pull yourself down. So you can't see it that well. The handlebars they're not very long, so you kind of run out of room, especially when I put my handlebar bag and the Gov phone holder. But yeah, right here, you just kind of press it, and that's how you go. So yeah. And you know what? Let's try to stay in town here so we can get more light. And I like to call this the Indiana Incline. I did not steal that from any other YouTubers that live in different states. But just to kind of show you the power of this thing, look at that, no problem at all using the throttle. Let's go straight here too. So I kind of showed you guys the front. It's got the turn signals built into the absolutely huge headlight up there. It also has turn signals on the back brake light. I'll show you guys that too. Front fork suspension. You guys can lock it and unlock it, and then of course there's a preload right there, so you guys can customize it to whatever you're feeling like. Also, metal fenders, which are nice. The only thing is I've noticed about this is the fenders are pretty loud, but most metal fenders seem to be a little bit louder. The back of the fenders, where the little pieces connect to the left of the fork and the right of the fork, they kind of move around a little bit, so a lot of that noise is coming from that. I'm sure there's a way I can fix that. I just haven't got around to doing that yet in my 12.7 miles here on the journey. The brakes are really good. The grips, I don't like the grips very much. They got the ergonomic palm rest, which is always fantastic. They're rubber, but maybe it's because I just, something just fell off. What fell off? Let's see. Either I ran over something or something fell off. Let's see. I have no idea what that is, but good thing is it didn't fall off. I ran it over. And let's go ahead and turn the headlight on. It's little, like I said, it's getting dark out. And let's see how we turn the headlight on, because I honestly don't know. Do we hold this button? We do not. Do we hold this button? The little button at the top right next to the up sign. Usually that's it. That's not it. Do we just hold the up button on the pedal assist? Do we pray to the gods that the headlight works? I know it works because I had it on yesterday. All right, so we'll come back to that. I know it works. I had it on last night. I'll have to go through the controls and just see how to get the headlight on again. But really big headlight. More like a moped style headlight than a tiny little e-bike one, anything like that. The screen is really bright. Top left, you got your battery life. You got your miles per hour, big white font. Right below it, you got your pedal assist, which I don't know why we're in 4. Let's get back down to 2. And then you got your info screened out there. You hit the brake, you get the little exclamation mark showing you that, hey, be careful, old man, you're hitting the brake. I do also like, I talked about the turn signals on the back. I like the style of that, how they're built into it, and they're just little tiny like parts of the left side of it and the right side. Kind of reminds me of the Velotric Nomad, how the Nomad has it. And again, I know I was talking about the grips. I will say, like I said, I don't know if it's because maybe I have like sweaty hands, but I kind of feel like my hands are going to get stuck to it like glue. Maybe some people like that, but I could see like really sweaty hands or stuff, and being some friction. So that might be something, if that really bothers you, which to me it doesn't bother me too much, that you could definitely change that for super, super cheap. The battery is built in the top of the frame. It does have a power button at the top of the battery. See if I can, you guys probably can't see it too well, but if you can, it's right here. Press that down, it'll show you how much battery life you have. And also this bike comes with a 4 amp hour charger. That's unheard of for this cheap of a bike. At least, everything I know of, I've never seen I don't think I've even seen a 4 amp charger on any of my bikes, let alone a bike that's under $800. The suspension in the back too, it is a dual suspension. I showed you guys the back, the little red spring back there, the coil. Really good. Honestly, like, I almost feel like it's comparable to the Ranger. Again, I keep comparing it to the Ranger. I need to do a video where I'll just put them side by side and kind of compare them, because I think this is extremely comparable to the Ranger, and just, almost half the cost. You could probably almost buy 2 of these for the cost of one Ranger. The riding position is not bad. It, again, is a little bit of a reach for me, but that's just because, again, my arms are, like this compared to most people. But it's not anything that I have not gotten used to. I said the same thing with the Ranger. Just ride it a little bit, get your good riding position, no problem at all. Bike also has a dual chain guard. So I always like to see that. I know it's not a huge difference in a lot of things, but to me, it's just nice. It pedals really nice. I've changed the pedals. It comes with little black stocky pedals that you can fold up. Not a fan of those. These yellow pedals I think are nice. This is a brand that I've never bought before. I did buy it though because it was like the closest that I could see that may match the bike. It matches pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's kind of difficult to match a bike that has such a cool color scheme. I'm really liking this bike. 100% honest with you guys. It's so comparable to the Ranger. The only thing is this is a cadence. So, you're not getting the greatness of a torque sensor that you are with the Ranger, which it does have a super nice torque sensor. but this ain't bad. You know, right now pedal assist 2 at 16. I got some bugs in my ear, but you know, you can keep up with it at 16. You do probably have to pedal maybe a little bit faster than what I would like, but it's not absolutely terrible. There's a big jump from 2 to 3 though. So like for example, right now I just said we're in pedal assist 2, which takes you about, you know, 15.5 miles per hour per the screen. So if we want to bump it up to 3, you guys can hear it kick in. Watch this. We're going to press this up button right here. There it goes. You hear it? Hello. So, how dare that dude mow during the course of my video. But pedal assist 3, you're strictly ghost pedaling. I mean, I can, you know, actually, I mean, you can pedal it on 3, but you're definitely probably going a little bit faster than what you want to do. You're pedaling a little more than what feels comfortable. But pedal assist 3, normal cadence, normal pedaling, it's going to take you 20 miles per hour. And then 4, you can really hear the motor kick in. And this has been unlocked. I believe it actually comes unlocked. So pedal assist 4 takes you 24.5, 24.8. So somewhere just below 25. And then if we go to 5, and we're kind of going to go uphill a little bit, I believe the screen will say 30, but you know, realistically, you're probably just at 28. Let's see what we can get to here. Yeah, see, roughly 28. We are going uphill a little bit, so truly a class 3 bike with those speeds. And just because I did not show you guys, if you're someone that likes pedal assist 1, well, let's go ahead and show you what type of speed you're going to get on pedal assist 1 on a C-bike. And this is in gear 7, by the way. You guys can't see because, again, I got my phone right there. But there is probably no reason to never have this bike outside of gear 7, unless you're trying to climb an extremely tall hill and you've got one leg. Outside of that, I think you're going to always keep it in pedal assist or gear 7. So here's pedal assist 1. You guys can see just under 13. Probably a mile or so below it if we're looking at the legit speeds. And these brakes are really, really good. I am telling you, I am impressed with these brakes. The throttle, being how it is taking a little bit to get used to. I'm not used to it, but it's not anything that I would mark negative against the bike. The original saddle was not very good, so I did just swallow a bug. You guys can see, oh my God, I got bugs everywhere. Let me make sure there's no bugs on the screen here. But the original saddle, for me, was a big no-go. So I replaced it with a Cloud 9. Man, these bugs are all over me. And it fits perfectly. There's no need for a suspension seat post, anything like that. It just absolute great suspension, rear suspension. I got the bike in a week. Easy to put together by far, and 100% honesty, by far this was the easiest bike that I've ever put together. Oftentimes, I don't want to say often because I don't really struggle too much anymore, but every now and then, depending on the bike, I'll have to mess with the front tire a little bit, adjust it, make sure it's seated just right so it doesn't grind or rub. But with this bike, no, it was drop it in there, tighten it, perfectly positioned, no rubbing, nothing at all. Everything, yeah, just really simple. The battery came partially charged. I don't think it was all the way charged. So I did let it charge for a little bit with that 4 amp hour charger, 20 amp hour battery. So from a dead stop, you're at 0% left on the battery. You're looking at about 5 hours to charge it. So very reasonable, very manageable. And keep in mind, all this, we're talking the 20x4 tires. We're talking the huge headlight with turn signals in the front and turn signals in the back. Tektro hydraulic disc brakes. Turn signal knob is right here. And also, by the way, it can play La Cucaracha because I do have to test every new e-bike's horn. Let's test the horn for La Cucaracha. Okay, that was super, super loud. And I can now say that the horn on this bike is also impressive. So if you're ever in a situation where you need to use the horn, I don't think you're gonna have any problems with that. There is not a whole lot of negative I can say about this bike, honestly. Bike wise, I can't say anything negative about it. What I can say though is the bike came perfectly packaged. I'll show you guys a little video here of the box. This was delivered on Tuesday. The box was in great shape. Everything was packaged really well. No issues, just a couple snip and snaps and everything was put together out of the box. But I do need to figure out how I turned the headlight on because I like to show you guys the headlight. All right, it's not that one. Oh, would you look at that? I was holding the button when all you have to do is tap it. So let me just test that theory again. Tap. Okay. So clearly I do need to adjust the headlight a little bit. I need to push it up. But you guys can see, can I push it up from here? Oh yeah, this is there we go. Not bad. So yeah, I'll mess with the headlight a little bit more, get it in the perfect position. But yeah, bike came perfectly packaged, no issues with the shipment. Everything was great. I put it together. The one thing I will say is I did go to take the battery off of the bike. And unfortunately, I could not get the battery off. So, let's see if we can get this a little lower. Okay. I cannot get the battery to come out of the bike. I tried and tried. The key would not turn, so I happened to get on YouTube and watched a video on this bike. And another YouTuber, Randy Rides, I think his name, Randy Rides, I'll put the channel up there. But he had the same bike, same collar, and he had the exact same issue. So his came with a damaged fender, but they sent him the wrong keys. So lo and behold, yes, same absolute thing happened to me. They sent me the wrong keys. I sent them videos and they're basically admitting that yes, there was a mistake with production. And I'm assuming, I don't know if it's just this collar bike, but I would assume I and this other guy cannot be the only ones that got wrong keys. He said it took him about 8 weeks to get both keys. Luckily, I can still charge the battery on the bike, so it's not a huge concern. But that was a little disheartening. You know, I don't know how you can send wrong keys, but I guess it is what it is. But new keys are on the way. They were quick to get back with me. Apologize. Gave me a $50 discount too. So actually, if you want to factor that $50 discount in, I'm paying about $714 for this bike. So would I recommend this bike after 15.3 miles to anybody that has interest in a cheap 20x4 folding e-bike? Absolutely. I mean, I could talk about the features all day, and I will again. I'm going to go over them one more time just to show you guys. Hydraulic disc brakes. You're getting 750 watt motor, 20 amp hour battery, 4 amp hour charger, 180 millimeter rotors. You're getting a dual suspension e-bike with the back suspension really good. It is super good, especially for this cost. Yeah, I'm going to say look into this bike if you're looking for, like I said, a cheap e-bike. Oh, what's up, kitty? How about ran over a cat? You know the video needs to end when you're about ready to run over a cat, but this is just a quick evening video on the, let me look at it again, an Enffe Journey 20x4 e-bike. Check it out. It might be something you're interested in. It comes in a couple different colors. We got the Sunset, which is what I would recommend. I mean, it reminds me so much of the Hey Bike Horizon, like the paint scheme and everything. It also comes in, I think, Plum, which I think is like a purple color. And then they have, I couldn't even find a name for it, but they've got like a gold color. So 3 different colors. I would highly suggest the Sunset. It's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. Yeah, guys, that's it. So hopefully you've enjoyed this ride. That's it, guys. So thank you for spending your time helping me waste my time. And this is the first darker evening ride that I've had on the channel in a long time. So I appreciate you coming along with me, and I'll see you on the next one.